So you mean to tell me you've never seen Batman 1989? The one with Michael Keaton. Probably the best Batman that ever existed. Okay, debatable. But he's coming back and he's going to be in the new Flash movie. Don't you think before you see that movie you should know what he's about? You know what, I tell you what? We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch Batman 1989. So you can see how this is the most important Batman movie, let alone the most important superhero movie ever made. And if you stick around to the end, I have a custom art piece that I made in honor of this movie. What's up, guys? If you haven't guessed it already, we're gonna be watching Batman 1989. Now, this isn't my first time seeing this movie. I saw it way back many years ago in the theaters when it first came out. And even still, Michael Keaton has always been my favorite Batman. I'm wondering, watching it again now, will I still love it? Or now, will I hate it? So strap in, guys. Let's see if this movie still holds up. So I'm gonna say one thing about this movie already. This score that we're hearing right now is probably one of the most influential things that came out of this movie. It sets the tone for Batman, and quite honestly, I think this also influenced the score that comes from Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire one. If you listen to it, that trumpet, that very like heroic sound, it started with this movie. When you hear that sound, when you hear that music, you know you're in a Batman movie. Unmistakable. That is the Batman theme. This was such a drastic change from the Adam West look. Adam West was very colorful, comedic, and then I think it was Frank Miller who took over the actual Batman comic book, made him darker and taking him back to his original comic book roots. And that version of him got really, really popular again, and that's what they ran with when they made this movie. I think it works so much better with Batman. Let's not forget Prince. Prince was on the soundtrack of this. Prince don't just jump on anything. So if they got Prince to do anything, you already knew this movie was gonna be good. I freaking love this part right here. As the camera pans out and it shows the bat signal, genius. Absolute genius. Gotham City. That's one thing too I liked about this movie. It looked like New York. It looks like a more stylized New York. All the other ones have failed to capture this gritty look of Gotham City.
The slide is here first. Oh, God. Taxi! Taxi! Taxi!
Just like New York, rude as fuck, jumped in front of him, stole this man's cab, and he has a freaking family. They're going down that freaking alley.
Mister, how about it? $1. You deaf? Hey, lady, do the kid a favor. Don't scream.
You see that? That was animation. He was not on top of a building. Wow.
American Express card. Don't leave home without it.
Anybody from the 80s know that was just American. That was American Express slogan.
Bat? Oh, man, give me a break, will you? With no blood in the body. No shit. It was all over the pavement.
That's badass.
Jerry, no bat.
Iconic scene. Iconic scene. That's not the best way to make an entrance. Come on, Keaton. Redemption. He's redeemed. Dang.
Don't kill me, man! Don't kill me! Don't kill me, man!
Fun fact, those boots they were showing, those are actually Jordans. Those are Nike Jordans that he's wearing in this movie. I had to stay stylish and comfortable, I guess.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
What would the Batman franchise be without that line? And who could deliver it that way? Only Michael Keaton. All right, here's another thing that was interesting that I found out later. This is Harvey Dent. Tim Burton was the one who directed this movie. They said if he would have continued making the Batman movies, like on to Batman 3, this would have been the Two-Face we got and not Tommy, what's his name? Tommy Davis? Not Tommy Davis. I'll put it here on the screen because I can't remember his name. But this Tommy, we wouldn't have gotten him as Two-Face. We would have got this guy as Harvey Dent. That would have been interesting. Introduce the man himself, Jack Nicholson, my favorite Joker also. And maybe I'm partial to liking these characters more because this is how I was first introduced to Batman. I remember seeing like the reruns of the Adam West one, but this is what I felt Batman always should be.
Decent people shouldn't live here.
They'd be happier someplace else.
He's perfect as a Joker.
You look fine.
I didn't ask.
Get off me. Asshole.
Hello, Lieutenant Eckhart. I hear we just had us another bat attack.
I'm telling you, man, a giant bat.
And is there a 6-foot bat in Gotham City?
Always some crooked cops. That's the thing about this Joker. He was like a mobster, gangster. The other ones had other problems.
I answer to Grissom, not to psychos.
Why, Eckhart, you ought to think about the future.
You mean when you run the show, you ain't got no future, Jack. You're an A1 nut boy, and Grissom knows it.
You see his eyes twitching? I've never noticed that. He was flipping out.
Better be sure. You can make a good decision when you try.
I'm enjoying this way too much, dude.
Hello, legs.
I'm reading your stuff.
Well, I'm reading yours.
Hi, I'm Vicky Vale.
Yeah, listen, if you want me to pose nude, you're gonna need a long lens.
I say we break into the place, trash the office.
Smart thinking. That's the way to go. In fact, I'd like you to handle this operation personally.
Me?
Do you smell a setup? I do.
Hello, sweetheart. I wonder if you'd mind waiting in the next room.
He knows.
Carl, we get somebody else to do this?
You are my #1 guy. Don't forget. You're lucky, Dak. Your luck is about to change.
Snake.
Get me Lieutenant Eckhart.
So crazy. This guy was the butler in every Batman movie until Christian Bale became Batman. That freaking weak ass tip. I mean, something's better than nothing, right? But he is the butler to Bruce Wayne, the richest man in Gotham. You think that tip is gonna like help this man retire? Come on now. It's the thought that counts, right?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Could you tell me which of these guys is Bruce Wayne?
Well, I'm not sure.
First time we see Michael Keaton on screen outside the Batman costume. Man, I bet he had no idea playing this character in this moment would lead to what it has led to now. And then for him to come back all these years and reprise this role. It's pretty amazing. Now, I will agree with most people. I think he was a great Batman, but I do think they were better Bruce Waynes.
Who is this guy?
He gives to all these humanitarian causes and then collects all this.
It's Japanese.
How do you know?
Because I bought it in Japan.
That's one thing I do like about Michael Keaton's Batman. He was sarcastic. He was real sarcastic. He was an asshole. And I'm sarcastic, so I can appreciate his humor. And here's another thing I liked about this Batcave. Even though it's old school, like this is from the 80s, early 90s, I love how industrial it looked. It was just high-tech enough, but the look of it, I loved it. Still very interested in how they shot this, even though this was an 80s movie. They still kind of kept it in that old school retro look. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Dick Tracy. It feels like that. They're in these dress hats, pinstripe suits. Nobody dresses like that anymore. Even in the 80s, nobody was walking around in pinstripe suits robbing places. That's definitely like a 1930s, 1940s situation. Yep.
We've been ratted
All
out here,
the setup.
boys.
Into the Batman. That part was kind of crazy. Batman can't float. He didn't touch not one step. But, you know, it's a movie. We'll let it slide.
Jesus! Let him go! Or I'll do Gordon!
See, Jack, you should have left when you had the chance.
Eckhart! Think about the future.
See, I don't blame him for that. You were the one who got this man set up. I don't blame him for that. And just like that, a villain is born.
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
So cool. Dang.
You passed the salt?
This is crazy. I wish I would have a first date and somebody served me soup. And you're the richest person in the city? No, we're gonna need some steak. I'm talking bison, some shark, some lion head. We're gonna need more than some soup. This place doesn't look sanitary at all.
Mirror. Mirror!
Oh, 7 years bad luck. Dude, that laugh is pure insanity. Ooh, payback time.
You sugar bumps?
No, that's not sugar bumps.
It's me. Sugar bumps. Thank God you're alive. I heard you've been fried. Is that what you heard? Set me up over a woman. A woman! You must be insane.
Yeah, you better get it in you while you can.
Maybe we can cut a deal. Jack is dead, my friend. You can call me Joker. And as you can see, I'm a lot happier.
I shouldn't be smiling this much. I shouldn't be smiling this much through this movie. I'm really enjoying this.
Wait till they get a load of me.
He looks crazy as hell. He looks crazy as hell.
Hold on a second. I can't make it then either. I've got a very important meeting today.
Is he trying to ghost her?
I'll talk to you guys when you get back.
Back, Miss Vale? We're going to be here for quite a while.
He said we'll be here for quite a while. We're not going anywhere. Oh, Brucey Bruce.
Why don't we hear this from Grissom?
And what's with that stupid grin?
Life's been good to me.
I swear he has probably the most iconic laugh of all the Jokers. To me, I think he does. All right, so he wasn't trying to ghost her. This looks like it's the anniversary of his parents' death, and he's going to the famous alley scene to pay tribute. So he just needed some alone time. He could have told her that, though. I remember seeing this scene and thinking, man, this was so creepy. With the clowns coming up. Yeah, I remember this.
Time to pay the check.
The pen is truly mightier than the sword.
Ooh. Got some explaining to do, sir.
Somebody tell me what kind of a world we live in where a man dressed up as a bat gets all of my press.
Here's another reason, though, looking back on this, why this movie's kind of ridiculous. How, in this short amount of time, we really don't know how long this has been between since he fell into the chemicals until all this stuff started happening, but I don't think it was that much time that he was able to build all of these toys. The electronic buzzer that electrocuted that man, and this boxing glove gun. How did he have time to build all this? And I guess the chemicals not only drove him insane, but made him a genius, because not an everyday person will be able to wire all this stuff up and make it work. Again, it's a comic book movie, so we'll let it pass.
Phone book.
Wow. Phone book. Oh my God, dude. How many of y'all remember the phone book? Jeez Louise. Something you're not supposed to do, but what was very popular with the phone book is go to the residential section. If you don't know what the phone book was, it's kind of self-explanatory, but it was a book of everybody in your city. You had their phone numbers and you had their address. How dangerous was that? Not that you couldn't type in that on the internet and maybe find that. Most of those services you have to pay for now, but the phone book would come to you, I think once a year, with updated information, and people would just pick random names and call the numbers, and play practical jokes on the phone. Those were the days. And that was also before the caller ID got invented. But then there was a thing called Star 69 that happened where you can actually block your numbers. So we were pretty screwed up back then. We had way too much time on our hands back then.
Good evening. The fashion world was stunned today by the sudden deaths of models Candy Walker and Amanda Keeler.
3 mysterious deaths at a beauty parlor in...
Bruh. Barry, what the hell's going on?
Becky, this is hardly the... Becky.
Nothing is that funny.
Smiley.
That's what I'm saying. Out of nowhere, this dude has become an electrician. He's become a gadget maker. And now he's a chemist. He knows how to mix potions to make a lethal laughing gas. How is this possible? But this is insane. This is driving me insane.
Violent mood swings, highly intelligent, emotionally unstable. Aptitudes include science, chemistry, and art.
Okay, so even in age 15, he was studying chemistry. So I guess now it makes sense as to why this random gangster can make deadly laughing gas and all these weapons. I guess.
6 new deaths, with no clues as to the Joker's
She's looking rough.
Or worse yet, there may be no pattern. The search goes on through Gotham's shopping nightmare.
These people have not been taking care of themselves because they're scared to shower, they're scared to use certain products because supposedly mixing certain chemicals together could result in this lethal Joker toxin. They don't know if they should use a bar of soap and brush their teeth. They don't know if they should brush their teeth and eat oatmeal. They're pretty screwed right now.
Message from Miss Vale. She'll be 10 minutes late in meeting you at the museum.
Wait a minute, Alfred. I'm not meeting her today.
Somebody is. Package? Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Lawrence!
The new king in town.
You can take that off now, I think.
Ridiculous.
I make art until someone dies. I am the world's first fully functioning homicidal artist.
Probably another reason why I like this Joker. He's an artist. Like myself. Although our work is drastically different.
You're insane.
I thought I was a Pisces. Come on, let's make it.
Back when I was watching this as a kid, I thought she really did jack up his face.
Boo!
Enter Batman.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, even still, that is my favorite Batmobile. Now the Tumbler from the Christian Nolan series, that's a cool Batmobile too. But this, that's my favorite. She can scream.
Shields.
Another reason why that's my favorite Batmobile.
How much do you weigh?
About 108, I think.
See that thing on my belt? Grab it. Whatever you do, don't let go.
Well,
No
send the
blood.
Batman.
Check his wallet.
Check his wallet. I mean,
Got a buddy on him.
why not?
He's human after all.
Okay, so y'all thought he was some kind of extraterrestrial alien who's carrying a wallet? Bad writing. Inconsistent writing.
You weigh a little more than 108.
She's forever screaming. See, inside the Batman suit, he just had the best look. His jawline and his facial structure just looked better as Batman. Batcave is awesome. Love the way they designed it. Not as grand as some of the newer ones, but it looks cool. I wonder how it's gonna look in the new movies.
Psychotic.
Some people say the same thing about you.
What people?
They did such a good job with the cinematography in this movie, having the light shine across his eyes. I mean, obviously he can't have this look right here with the glowing white eyes, but this is real cool. Makes it look very mysterious. Not only do you ghost her for God knows how long, I don't know how long this has been, but you show up with 2 dead roses. You're like the richest man in Gotham. You can buy at least a full bouquet of flowers. Wah, wah, wah.
I don't know who you think you are. Then you wouldn't return my phone calls? You must be some kind of jerk.
Real nice girl, and I like you a lot, but for right now, shut up. I have something I have to tell you.
Just spit it out, dude.
I'll be right back.
No more locked doors. Imagine a Joker just showing up at your house randomly. Hey.
And he had us.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
I have to say right there, Bruce Wayne never has that much energy. I mean, I haven't read all the Batman comic books, but from the animated series, I've never seen him that animated. That's what I'm saying. Great Batman, pull out the best Bruce Wayne. Her screams. I don't know who screamed more, her or Kirsten Dunst, however you say her name. But man, they got some pipes. I wonder if Jack Nicholson read any of the comic books that had the Joker in it before doing this role, because to bring the character to life the way he did, it's pretty amazing. This is where things got a little twisted for the sake of the movie. As I learned later on getting more into comic books, the Joker is not the person who killed his parents. It depends on which version that you gravitate to, because in some instance, they do say the Joker killed him, but the main timeline before this movie happened, it was not the Joker. It was just some random street hood who killed his parents and made Bruce Wayne become Batman. You're not supposed to be down here. Thanks, Alfred. You about to lose your job.
Why won't you let me in?
You got in.
Literally, you're in the Batcave. How much more in do you want to be?
It's just something I have to do.
Why?
Because nobody else can.
Fair enough.
I've got to go to work.
Yes, sir. Let's get going. So fucking cool. Sending a message. Ruled the whole Joker chemical factory. All remote control. That's crazy. Not only was this movie good, obviously you guys can see I'm enjoying this, but the music, the soundtrack was amazing. I still can't believe they got Prince to do a Batman movie. Insane. I wonder how much they paid him. Kind of like looking at this, like how much are y'all really picking up? And is that like all $1 bills? Because if that's the case, y'all not really making much money out there tonight. That's a really sleek Batplane, or Batplane, or Batjet, whatever you want to call it.
Where is the Batman? He's at home, washing his tights.
That's what you think.
As my plastic surgeon always said, if you gotta go, go with a smile.
Never trust a Joker. He's always ready for every situation. That good old prep time.
Those are my balloons.
His balloons now. That iconic scene. It was so cool to me. Still so cool to me. Has such good moments. This is the part that kills me. He puts on all of this gear, targets him, right? And still don't hit him. He hit everything but the Joker. Who are you targeting? Again, it does have some ridiculous moments, but I still love this movie. And that gun shoots down the Batman. Now we're at the infamous church scene. I don't know why, but this scene really stressed me out. For one, Batman being hurt. Two, this scene right here where they drop that veil down on all those stairs. I don't know, it gave me anxiety. And I don't know who his brother is, but he gave Batman a run for his money. He was like their Bane. I don't know how he got that strong and that jacked up. Maybe he was on some of that Joker gas, but yeah, he was all over Batman.
Here, let me lend you a hand.
I swear she's always screaming. I bet you that was her full audition. Just, can you scream? And that's how she got this part.
It's time to retire.
He was psychotic, but yeah, he was very goofy. Compared to Heath and Phoenix and even Leto, yeah, he's much more goofy than those guys. But I still like him. This was another scene that had me pretty anxious. Kind of freaked me out as a kid when I saw him fall. Not gonna lie. And the crazy part about it is, to this day, I still wish that he got away. I'm still looking for that hidden scene where he actually got away. Man, pancaked him. I mean, this is a pretty freaky scene. Like, when I was a kid, I thought he was still like alive. I don't know how that would have happened when this man fell from like heaven. It crashed on solid concrete. But yeah, he's dead. Those scenes definitely stuck with me.
The reign of crime is over.
question. How do we call him? He gave us a signal.
Epic. Epic.
Mr. Wayne told me to tell you that he might be a little late.
I'm not a bit surprised.
Here come that music. And that, my friends, is Batman 1989. And before I go, you guys know I have to leave you with an art piece. So in honor of Michael Keaton returning as Batman in the new Flash movie, I hope you guys enjoy this new art piece. And that'll officially do it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun revisiting Batman 1989. Did it stand up to the test of time? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. Obviously, superhero movies have changed dramatically, but is it still an enjoyable movie to watch? Absolutely. Is Michael Keaton still my favorite Batman? Absolutely. If you plan on seeing Michael Keaton in the new Flash movie, comment below. And also don't forget to let me know what you thought about this new glass art piece. And if you're new, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you can see more videos like this when I make them. But anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next video.